Hi, welcome to Bearded Meeple. They say the grass is always greener on, well, you know the saying, but how would you describe that grass and just how green is it actually? Would you call it Kermit or describe it as summer heat? Well, today we're going to take a look at a game for 3 to 10 players, ages 8 plus, and it'll play in about 30 minutes. All you have to do is give a clue or two to describe a color. And it's not as easy as you think. It's brought to us by the OP Games. It's Hues and Cues. Let's take a look at it. The board features 480 different colors, or hues, as it were. Each player will receive 3 cones, 2 for guessing, the third is for scoring. There are 100 cards in the deck with 4 colors each. And when it comes to scoring, we have this color border. We'll explain how it works in a moment. Let's take a look at the gameplay. A player will select a card and keep it hidden from their opponents. On the card, they will select one of the colors and the coordinates that they will give clues to the other players. Let's say corn. Players, in turn order, will then each place 1 cone based on what they think that clue was indicating. When all players have done so, the person giving the clue now has a second option. They can give a 2-word clue, another 1-word clue, or no clue at all. Our second clue will be, "It's people!" Players will then, again, take their cones in turn order, attempting to figure out what color the person giving the clues is referring to. Once everyone has placed, the active player will then take the square, placing it so it encircles their clue. So L11. You place it so that it's exactly in the middle and score from there. Any player that accurately guessed the color will receive 3 points. Everyone else inside the square receives 2 points. Anyone adjacent to the square will receive 1 point. And the active player giving the clues will earn 1 point for each player that's inside the square. And that's the game. The active player from their card gives a 1-word clue, and players will each place a cone. The active player then has the opportunity for a 2-word clue, or perhaps even another 1-word clue, or no clue at all. The square is placed, and points are awarded. Trying to figure out what the heck color they were talking about, it can be tricky, but a heck of a lot of fun. And that, my friends, is Hues and Cues. And I will say this, if you're a fan of games like Codenames, where you're given a clue to associate things, I think you're really going to like this game. But trust me, it is challenging, especially as the game goes on, because off the top of your head, you're probably only ever going to think of a few things for, let's say, yellow, besides banana or canary or Curious George, you know, the man in the yellow hat. We enjoyed it, and it was challenging, but that's part of what makes this game awesome, is you really have to think outside the box. I also really like the scoring mechanism of placing the square around where the clue was and doing the points the way they did. Really nice touch. I will say this, for a game this large, this many cards, this many players, it would have been nice if they printed a card with the color of each player. Or what we did is I had some extra meeples, so yellow has a yellow meeple to remember who they are. I mean, you could easily do it with construction paper or something at home. Well, regardless, we really enjoyed it. I hope you get a chance to check it out. I'll talk to you again soon.